What's up, everybody? It's waba. So I'm gonna do this like little kind of one take day one update video because this is like the first day I could like really play the fire trap build that I am planning on playing. I'll just go ahead and show you a little bit of. I mean, I don't know. It's not really too big of a deal, but it's pretty much how I figure the build's gonna go. Just do a quick blood aqueduct for you, and so you kind of get an idea of how this build will kind of look while you're mapping and whatnot. I will be using a Shroud of the Lightless, some Malachi's Awakening, and also let's see, like bubonic trails, either Stygian Vice that's well rolled or Darkness Enthroned. This is an Abyss Jewel build just because Fire Trap does have 200% damage effectiveness on it, and it should be pretty well. Also, another thing to note here is that this build will not be utilizing Chain Reaction. It will be utilizing Hair Trigger and just Trap Trigger Radius in order to detonate the traps. Now, the nice thing about this is it actually makes your charge generation like much more consistent, because all the traps that are going off are always going to be triggered by a mob. They won't be triggered by Chain Reaction, and that's actually the thing that made like chance to gain a power for your charge when trap is triggered by an enemy. That's the thing that made it a little weird, because your Chain Reaction would set off a lot of traps. But I am using a single hair trigger, which could give up to 60% increased area effect for trigger radius, and honestly, it feels pretty good. I don't know. Whenever I need single target, like usually throw in like the trap directly at the target, it'll trigger all the traps. So I don't see this being an issue with bosses. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is a lot of people would use Anger with this build, obviously, because, you know, the 200 damage effectiveness, like I had mentioned. But what I will be doing is trying to get myself some Shaper or Elder rings with just added damage to spells on it, spells or attacks, because you could get about half as much damage out of those rings as you can get out of Anger, and then you don't have to, you know, worry about losing life or resist or anything else. You can even get more stats on there that you may potentially want. So I'm trying to think of anything else that I'm doing with this build that may be a little bit different. Well, that's about it. I don't know where Flamethrower Trap is going to be, you know, in terms of like what I need from this build. The damage is pretty solid, but also Flamethrower Trap is also really good as well. So, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not, just, you know, in case you're like wondering about, you know, leveling and whatnot. I did get one of these. I'll show you this ring right now. This is a really cool thing you could do in an Incursion League. I think it may have been an oversight, but you could get a level 21 Wrath on a level 36 ring through the Corruption, and you could get, as I have done, a level 21 Anger at level 44. Now, it doesn't really make as much of a difference at this level when I'm level 71 and just entering maps, but it did give me a ton of damage while I was leveling, you know, Act 6 and beyond. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm trying to think of anything else. I'm only using Zeal's Amplifier just for right now. Sacrificial Heart, this is another, this amulet is something I'm not going to be using for much longer. It's just really good for leveling. And yeah, everything else is just pretty whatever. Fire Trap was linked in a Tabula Rasa, Trap and Mind Damage, Charge Traps, Elemental Focus, Cluster Traps, and Emulate. Charge Traps, I think it just really makes the playstyle feel a lot smoother. I was actually a little hesitant about this at first because I saw a lot of people using it on PoE.Ninja, and I was kind of confused why. But I just think it's because, one, it does make your charge generation incredibly consistent, and then the trap throwing speed per frenzy charge is honestly a pretty big deal. So let's see, anything else that I'm planning on doing this? There are some other things that I'm doing, but I'm tired. So if you want, I will be on tomorrow morning. I will stream tomorrow morning before I go to work, so you can check me out at twitch.tv/wabacha. I'll try to stream a little bit more. I kind of found a good setting, or like a sweet spot in my sweet spot in my settings that allows me to play and not have too much lag or anything else. So yeah, if you want to check out this on-hit fire trap build using added flat damage, Malachi's Awakening, Shroud of the Lightless, and no chain reaction, check it out. I'll post more stuff about it. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.